Brian out here in Palm Springs, California. It is Brian Garris, and it is a Wednesday, literally all day yesterday. I thought it was Wednesday. It was really Tuesday. Today is Wednesday. They're all kind of a blur. Time change totally throwing me off. I don't know what's going on. But I do know we're doing an Instagram Live here momentarily with Prime Capital. There is a whole lot of buzz going out in the City of Angels of Los Angeles about Prime Capital, literally making the move from Toronto to Los Angeles, and I want to know the 411 on what is going on with Prime Capital. Like, obviously, we want to learn more about them. So Kyle's going to be jumping on. I know he's kind of like doing that whole TikTok versus YouTube thing, so we're going to break that down. Jana's going to be coming on. Jana Erika. We're going to be having a pretty cool interview coming up here momentarily, so just waiting for them to jump on. And we will get this Q&A going with Prime Capital. Again, it is BG, Brian Garris, out here in Palm Springs, California. They'll be jumping on here momentarily. And as soon as they do, we'll get this going. Thanks so much for following along. Again, buzzwithbrian.com, doing the whole music thing, reality television, just covering it all. Pop culture, so much stuff going on out here in Palm Springs. Obviously, LA, San Diego, OC, Vegas. We try to cover it all here at The Buzz, you know? If it's happening, we got The Buzz for you. Live performances, interviews, just my take on what's going on certain topics. So thank you so much for checking it out. And we are just waiting for the crew from Prime Capital, which obviously they're at their content compound, I'd like to refer to it, in Los Angeles. This thing looks absolutely incredible. It's like a huge mansion, like a huge house out there in LA. And it is just decked out to the T, creating content, YouTube stuff. I want to say possibly film sometime soon, maybe some TV shows. I'm wondering what the 411 is. I want to know. Because we're all kind of glued to our phones and our computers. We're all creating content. We're all trying to create original new content. So we need some inspo. I think Prime Capital's got it. So again, just waiting for them to jump on. And as soon as they do, we'll get this Q&A going. Again, I'm out here in Palm Springs, California. It is spring break, but not the spring break that we're used to. It's not crazy. But there are a lot of people here in the desert. Obviously, Desert X is going on right now, and there are a lot of influencers coming out from LA and San Diego and Orange County wondering what Desert X is. All those art installations. Remember, like, a few years back, we had, like, the big old mirror house, and now we got, like, the big Indian land sign right when you come into Palm Springs. So people going crazy with their photos and content. It's all about the content. So definitely get on out here to Palm Springs, support local tourism, support the local restaurants, the boutiques. There's so much to do out here. It's Palm Springs. It's a short drive. Like, no one's really flying right now, so just hop in your car, $25 of gas, gets you right here to Palm Springs, California. It's that simple. Obviously, no Coachella, no Stagecoach, no Splash House. I know festival season, we're all kind of missing that, so that's going to have to wait until 2022, but you can still come out here to Palm Springs. I actually just talked to Nicole a few days ago talking about Bombay Beach, which is a really cool vibe out here. Also, Slab City, Salvation Mountains. There's so much to do out here in Palm Springs. So even so we don't have the festivals, you can still come out here and take it all in. There is so much to enjoy in beautiful Palm Springs. Of course, if you love golf, plenty of golf, hiking trails. It's not 120 degrees yet, so enjoy the nice temperatures while we have it. Again, The Buzz with Brian, if you guys are waiting for Prime Capital, I am too. I'm just waiting for them to jump on. I'm really curious. Like, I want to know about these guys. Like, they literally just moved to Los Angeles. As I said, I'm wearing the Toronto Blue Jays hat. So if you're wondering why, that's because Prime Capital from Toronto, they're content creators. Like, people are like, is this like a group? Is this like a musical group? Are they dropping an album? They're content creators. So as soon as they jump on, we'll get this Q&A going. Again, Prime Capital, as soon as they send the request, we'll get this Q&A going and dive into it and see what they're up to for the rest of 2021. And that house is crazy. My friend Emily Blair, she does like a lot of PR for them. I'm seeing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So Jana just jumped on and going. Hello.
Hi there.
Hello, what's going on?
We got the whole Prime Capital crew. How are you? We got Jana, we got Kyle. Oops. There we go.
We're trying to get you to balance. I think
We got
Are
like
we good?
15% of the crew, but yeah.
It's all good. So obviously repping Toronto, got to rep the Blue Jays, you know?
Yeah, let's go!
So how are you guys doing? Obviously, I'm getting a whole lot of questions. I'm friends with Emily. Prime Capital. Obviously, you guys just came down to Los Angeles from being up north in Canada. So in your words, how would you define Prime Capital? I mean, you guys are content creators to the max.
How would I define Prime Capital?
Yeah.
It's basically it's a social media incubator. So it's like an umbrella company that takes a bunch of influencers who like want to blow up on YouTube but can't, and just kind of like nurtures them and teaches them how to grow and stuff. It's like a big team that works together, big YouTube team.
So obviously there's a lot of opportunity being out in Los Angeles, but like what drew you from Toronto? Because obviously that's a big move coming from Canada to like the city of angels. I mean, obviously there's a lot of opportunity, but like what was that passion about LA?
Well, that's actually how Prime Capital started, is because in Toronto, there's not much of a social media scene, and there's not much opportunity for people who are passionate and are talented to like grow their YouTube and social media and get into that whole scene. There's not a lot of opportunity for them to get into that. So I wanted to create Prime Capital to give people specifically in Toronto the ability to do that. And now we kind of have like a big team. We got like 12 people, and we decided to take it to the next level and come out to LA because this is wwhere like it all happens.
Yeah.
So do you guys all live in that house? Like, does everyone live in it?
Yeah, it's been
12 people in a house. I mean, it's a beautiful house.
There's even
That is crazy. So like, are the neighbors like so annoyed that like this rock concert of a festival house is now like next door?
oh,
Don't get us started on the neighbors.
hate us.
They really do.
They
hate
call the
us.
police on us all the time. Like we're not even throwing parties. We'll just like be loud outside.
this is the, this is like a workplace, right? But we're always like screaming, making the videos and stuff. And they
You don't
like
like
imagine you're the neighbor and you hear next door like, oh my god, like running from class and stuff. You're gonna think there's like a murderer like on the loose. You know what I'm saying?
But there's like so much in that house. I mean, you guys are set up for obviously content creation, you know, whether it's like YouTube stuff, social media stuff. But I'm almost wondering, like, are you guys going to be diving into like some motion pictures, maybe doing some mini films, maybe entering some film festivals? Because I see you very passionate about this.
Yeah, 100%. That's the goal with Prime Capital. We actually have like a feature film already on YouTube. It has like 8 million views. It's like an hour long. It's like professionally filmed, and that's kind of to give you an idea of like I wanted to put that out there to give everyone an idea of what we're capable of. You know, like that's the direction we want to go. But YouTube is where you want to start because that's how you can garner a following and get support for yourself. So when you do take it into like the whole film industry and stuff, you have a lot of like people backing you.
Now, Kyle, I got to give you like a big compliment. You guys recently did an interview, and I was so impressed in how well spoken you are. Obviously, the whole team is, but you are so passionate about actually creating content with depth. It's like we're not knocking anybody that's on social media trying to make a living or trying to get a following, but like you have a passion for really delivering so much depth to your content, really provoking thought, and really not just this quick little dance that we see like on TikTok. Like you're actually going all in. It's like creating a true project, not just like a quick little fix.
Yeah, you create so much.
That's why TikTok's gotta go, man.
Gotta go.
It's gotta go.
So what's going on with this whole thing? Is it like YouTubers versus TikTok? It's like you're trying to like get into like a boxing match here. Like what's going on with this?
I'm trying to fight Taylor Holder. I don't know if I got it yet, but I gotta get all my supporters to vote for me.
Yeah, don't forget to text the number. Do we have the
paper?
Yeah,
Yes,
yo, guys, text this number right here. Text
So
this
it's 310-388-2723 or 63 because I can see it backwards.
Yeah, okay.
It's 310-388-6763.
And text Stromedy.
You got to text Robin. Now, obviously, there's so much going on in social media these days. And this younger generation, I'm talking like really young, they're seeing like, you know, the JoJo's in the world. They're seeing like JoJo Siwa, you know, they're seeing, you know, all these young superstars that are being so successful. Do you think there's so much pressure or too much pressure on the younger generation to feel this competitive nature, to compete, to be successful? I mean, it's like, obviously when you're older, you can comprehend it easier. But when you're really young and looking up to like an Addison Rae and these people that are maybe 5 years older than them having so much success, do you think it has an effect on these younger kids?
For sure.
Yeah,
I mean, I think I recently saw somewhere someone did a poll and it said like a majority of the kids nowadays when they're asked what they want to be when they grow up is it's an influencer or a YouTuber. Like that's kind of like what everyone strives for nowadays.
But I feel like once you get in it, like so different having it, like you'll always get dog because people are always telling
It's got to have like so much. It's got to have an effect on the younger people.
For sure it does. I mean, definitely. I mean, it affects people who have the platform. Imagine what it's like, you know, for people who want that platform. They have no idea what comes with it.
So did you feel kind of like overwhelmed when you kind of got to Los Angeles and you see like all these people? I mean, everyone kind of like trying to do the same thing. Obviously, you guys are doing something different.
It's like going from grade 8 to grade 9.
Because it's like crazy. It's like you see like these influencers that have like millions and millions of like views and subscribers and followers. It's like there's a lot of pressure. I mean, you're coming to a new city and it's like people want like they want it now, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a place where like everyone wants the same thing, and it's just a big like pool of just people all wanting to get like the same sort of success from the same demographic, pretty much. It's
And
a
there's
huge
a lot of
competition.
gatekeepers too, you know, like it's social circles and like the way to be kind of to be friends with the mainstream people in a way. It's like it's not that easy, you know. It's not just like, oh, you meet everyone because you have followers. You know, it's like you gotta.
No, it's challenging. People think they just show up to LA and they're just like, oh, I'm just going to go to Sunset Boulevard. I'm just going to like run into everybody and we're just going to collab. Like it doesn't work like that.
No, not at
it
all.
doesn't.
Yeah.
So like, who are some of your inspirations? Like, who do you guys kind of look up to, you know, for content?
Elon Musk.
I'm telling you, it's like Kyle's going for the money. Like Kyle, like seriously, you are a star because it's like, I feel like you're just breaking down these walls of just like, I don't know, like it's so different these days. It's such a different generation in the sense of, you know, everyone just wants like the quick fix and they're just trying to like, it's all about image, but I feel like you're breaking those walls down, like with communication and just like with the quality of the content that you're putting in. And I feel like you are truly a role model for this younger generation in the sense of just listen to Kyle. It's not about this quick fix. It's like really putting the work in and take your time. And maybe you're not successful today, but you're going to be even more successful like a few weeks down the line.
Yeah, it's a very.
It's a tough industry. It is a tough industry these days.
YouTube is just like a stepping stone for me. If you saw my computer with my big plan for the future, like you would think I'm crazy.
So what's your plan for the rest of 2021 for the whole Prime Capital group? And obviously, you know, I'm sure you guys all have individual projects, probably collectively as well too. So as we look, you know, for 2021, what can we expect?
Well, right now I'm definitely trying to secure this fight, but other than that, just excelling the content. Obviously, there's more support coming in every day. So with that comes like the content getting even crazier. Like a year ago, I wasn't shooting videos on tanks and airplanes and fire trucks and stuff like that. Like, so it's only gonna keep evolving and just getting crazier and crazier.
One day we'll
Like I want to revolutionize YouTube. Like I want to create like just like the first film production, like film company on YouTube that specifically targets YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So like, what would be like your dream scenario of a video? Like if you literally had anything at your fingertips, like, you know, what would you like to create on YouTube video wise?
What would I like to create on YouTube?
I mean, you said like you work with like all these crazy things like fire trucks and like all these kind of things. So it's, if you could have like anything at your fingertips.
Shoot a video on Mars with Elon Musk.
That would be content gold.
I'm gonna be the first YouTuber to shoot a video on the moon.
I believe it.
Okay, now we're breaking ground. Honestly, it's like instead of just going to the beach and just doing like a little TikTok, you know, by the waves, literally we were sending Kyle up to the moon to do some TikToks up there. That would be insane.
But he's gonna do it.
That's the concerning part about all of this is he will actually find a way to do this.
Oh yeah, he will.
He will.
So obviously, with this whole thing between like TikTok and YouTube, is this kind of like Eminem and like the 8 Mile kind of battles? Is it kind of like a battle like that between YouTube and TikTok?
I guess.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Because the platforms are so different.
No,
and,
I'm
like,
trying to bring back like 2017. 2017 YouTube was so interesting. Everybody was dissing everybody. It was drama everywhere. There was diss tracks going here, diss track. Now it's just like, it's kind of dead. So I'm trying to bring back that hype. I don't know if you saw my diss track.
I did, but don't you think that kind of goes along with all of social media in the sense of, you know, if you look back a few years ago, like there was so much creativity, and right now it's like, especially with Instagram, it's like the algorithm's kind of killing the vibe a little bit. Like, do you think we kind of need to bring sexy back to social media?
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, it's definitely also just like the culture that we're living in today nowadays as well. It's like the algorithms are so different. They're picking up on different stuff and like also censoring a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Where in
censoring a lot.
2017, like the censorship on YouTube and like all other platforms was very
Yeah, and just like people weren't as scared like for like anything. So I think they had more of a like freedom of speech. Like they were like kind of like, you know, sometimes it's a joke. It's just humor. Like most of those diss tracks are just humor. Like people end up being friends, but some people like took it literally and thought that it was like something so
most
negative.
of that stuff is, you know, all for fun. None of it's serious. No one actually hates anyone. No one actually dislikes anyone. It's all like, you know,
it's just entertainment, you know.
We're all just like, especially now, like with this whole pandemic going on, it's like we're magnified even more in front of the screen. You know, it's like we're really trying to get creative with the content because we're kind of limited. Like usually now we'd be prepping for Coachella or Stagecoach or festival season, you know, and it's like we don't really have a lot of events to go to kind of like help us with content.
Yo, I see people commenting Team Kyle. Let's go!
Yeah.
So is there like money on the line with this, Kyle? Like if you get like in this boxing match, like does somebody win something?
I'm offering Taylor Holder $100,000.
So you're putting up your own money for this?
Straight out of pocket. Like people don't think I'm being serious. It's like $100,000 straight out of my own pocket.
The bragging rights for that, if you knock him out, would be insane.
I don't even want to get paid for this event or anything. Like I'm not in it for them. Like I just want to knock this kid out. That's it.
You are just so passionate when it comes to YouTube. YouTube versus TikTok. I mean, what next? Are we gonna have like Instagram versus Facebook?
Yeah.
oh my god.
That'd be lit.
So I gotta say now, Jana, you totally have like these Madison Beer vibes. You've got great energy. It's like a lot of people are saying like, look out for Jana. You've got like the it factor. Like there's just something about you where you're a star in the making. So it's like, what are your goals for 2021? Like, what do you see coming up with your future? Are you singing at all? Are you just doing acting?
My biggest interest will forever be acting. Like that is something that I'm super passionate about. Will never stop. I love YouTube. It's definitely in that sort of area, in that industry, but I'm really passionate about film, and that's my end goal. It always will be.
Yo, I thought I was passionate about acting, but I realized after doing it that I'm actually not passionate about acting. What I'm passionate about, because with acting is like you're playing other people's stories. You know what I'm saying? Like you're being a character in somebody else's creative vision. Where the thing about that I like about social media and YouTube and what I'm doing with Prime Capital and everything, creating your own company, is you get to act in your own creation, your own scripts, your own stories. You get to tell your own stuff. You know, you're not limited by some director telling you what to do. You got this casting agent saying, no, you're not the right fit, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
I 100% can relate to that. I think a lot of us have learned over this past year that like we don't need that corporate backing. Like we are authentic ourselves. We have our own creative insight, and we just need to shine ourselves. We don't need that backing.
Yeah, 100%, for sure.
Now, Erika, I totally get like raver vibes from you as well too, where it's like I feel like you are just like also a huge party. The whole house is a party with Prime Capital. But like, what are you really looking forward to in 2021?
What I'm looking forward to, well, I've reached with my more content that I've always so I hope that I do get like a lot of so excited to me. A lot of people care about it, but like it's exciting to me. Like I'm not scared of it. Like we're planning to road some content else.
There's so much good stuff looking forward to as we look into 2021. I'm telling you, it's all about content, content, content right now. Again, Prime Capital taking the City of Angels by storm. Got to follow them on the gram. And obviously, you know, Kyle, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get that match. You know, I hope you knock him out, you know.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And again, look out for all the content from this entire group. Again, 12 people living in the house, Prime Capital in Los Angeles, just moving out from Toronto. And honestly, I wish you guys the best of luck. Like, you guys are all stars individually and collectively, and I can't wait to see what you guys produce.
Thank you
so much.
Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.